I don't mind the sun sometimes, the images it shows. I can taste you on my lips and smell you in my clothes. Cinnamon and sugary, like softly spoken lies. You never know just how you look through other people's eyes. Now, when it comes to the Butthole Surfers, lovely name, if I do say so myself. I was very intrigued by Pepper, to be totally honest with you. Intrigued enough to the point where I didn't know if I wanted to necessarily react to more of their stuff because I wasn't sure how big the fan base would be for that type of reaction. Also, like the amount of time it would take to do what I wanted to do. So instead, I just did it on my own time. I've now listened to the entirety of Locust Abortion Technician. That is some trippy stuff. I really like this group. I feel like they're definitely different, but I'm a big fan. Consider me a fan now. So yeah, Locust Abortion Technician, incredibly trippy, crazy, weird album. And I totally see why people said, you know, you kind of have to do albums with this group, but albums aren't really great for reacting because they're so weird, you know? So anyway, this was the one of the other songs that a lot of people said, well, this one could also technically be like considered almost a single, almost. So this is called Who Was in My Room Last Night? Which album is this off of? This is off of, I guess, Independent Worm Saloon, whatever. It's off their 6th album. It's the opening track from their 6th album. All right. And yeah, not sure what to expect with this group. I never know what to expect. I really like all of their experimental antics, all the distortion on like the vocals and on the all the weird stuff that they do. I'm a big fan of. All right, let's check this out. Butthole Surfers, Who Was in My Room Last Night? 3, 2, 1. Link to the original video down below in the description.
I'm flying.
What the hell? What a riff. It up. Don't want to. Such a driving, heavy song. Wow. I don't even want to talk. Bravo. Bravo. Very nice. Yes. It's very nice. That's a fun one. I quite enjoyed that. Top comment is, I turn this up really loud and draw pictures of things that worry my parents. I hope my neighbors like this song. Yeah, I hope they play this song when I'm 100 years old in a nursing home. It'll make me feel half my age, I'm sure. Okay. I wasn't expecting a song from a band called Butthole Surfers to be so good. Boy, what a surprise. The only thing I don't like about the song is there isn't a thing I don't like. I don't know why, but I always figured them for a jokey nonsense band, but this tune rocks hard. Good lord, it rocks hard. Hard! Okay, yeah. That beginning of I'm Flying was hilarious. Alright, let's take a look. At the surface, the song seems like a fun and humorous song, but when we dig deeper, we see that it's about being raped or molested in the middle of the night. But if you dig deeper, you could find that the song is about trying to separate reality from dreaming. Was he actually molested, or was it all a dream? He may never know. Excuse me, what? Yeah, so while I was listening to that, I didn't catch any of the lyrics except for who the hell was in my room last night. Or who was in my room last night, who the hell was in my bed. Yeah. So let's start with the I'm Flying, okay? I thought that was meant someone getting high, kind of. Okay. Feeling floaty or like you're flying away is a common feeling when you're disassociated, which is a common side effect of hallucinogenic drug trips, as the song later goes on to explore. All night long my body burned, my sheets were wet and cold, the lights were on, my eyes were gone, at any second lose control. The pounding at my window is just the pounding in my head. I wonder who was in my room last night, who the hell was in my bed. The line pretty much speaks for itself. The person isn't feeling well, his body is burning, he's sweating, the sheets got wet and cold. The metaphor is claiming the window akin to the singer's head as it expands on the theme of being unable to distinguish the truth from the fake, and this can indicate that the foreign body in his room represents the unfamiliar, intrusive thoughts in his mind that disrupt focus and control. With the windowed room symbolizing being trapped in one's brain, the frantic questioning of the body can be equated to an extra body or dead weight preoccupying the room/mind. Unable to prove whether the body was there, the author questions their sanity and the validity of the thoughts in their head when the evidence is fleeting. Being on the verge of insanity, one can fall into a surrounding atmosphere of their wildest imaginations. Furthermore, the ending portion of the song about no one really having a clue or exactly what I should do can be a nod to how getting help amidst a personal mental health crisis can seem hopeless and aimless. With the unpredictability of the person in your room or the thoughts in your mind, the resolutions will not be concrete. Okay, so when I was listening, I heard and that's about it. And some cool distorted voice with the I'm Flying that just sounded like very kind of aggressive but also kind of epic and very desperate also as well. This seems a touch darker than what I originally heard. The main riffs were fun and they were pretty simple too. I mean, they sound hard to play, you know, like super fast. But the whole song was technically like two different riffs, right? It went from to pretty much. Like that was the... And then there was the guitar solo too. Yeah, I don't know. All right. Anyway, there must have been a body there. I swear I felt some flesh. It took a little time, but I figured they were mine. There were fingers going down my chest. Ugh. My mouth went through the ceiling. My body fell... This sounds like it's about a trip, but who knows. My body fell through the floor. I couldn't find a key because there was no hole I could see, and someone moved the door. When on an acid trip, you can sort of lose self-awareness and forget you are you. Eventually, you realize that it's you. Bodily distortion is a really common feeling with hallucinogens such as acid or DXM. He's feeling himself flying away and his body being in places that don't make much sense as he is in the heat of the trip. The cops, the priests, the crisis line, no one really had a clue. No one could tell us who was touching me or what exactly I should do. My throat was dry, my hopes were high, but nothing ever really got said. And who was in my room last night? Who the hell was in my bed? This means they were sure someone was inside their bed, but despite asking many and trying hard, there was no answer of who he slept with, and nothing was said by the one who slept with him either, if anyone did, and if it wasn't just his mind, which is kind of what I'm getting here. What a heavy... Like, how do you even come up with that? That subject matter is very interesting. That was I quite enjoyed that. Sounded like a great opener to an album that I might need to listen to. Yeah, that's something that's been happening. You guys have got me addicted to listening to music, and while I don't have time to always make full album reactions and stuff, I have been listening to a lot more music on my own time than I ever have been in my entire life. And also, when I try to make my own music, I'm inspired by so many different things. It makes me wonder if I'll ever have a particular style, you know, that I like to stick with, because I feel like as an artist it'd be more fun to just kind of throw people off constantly and do different genres or mixed genres all the time. Who knows? Anyway, thank you for joining me. I'll see you guys soon. Deathstroke 9 out. We are Legion, my friends. Who was in my room last night?